Dun 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 Shows World. Welcome to Shows World, gamers. Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to review this week's new game releases, new game announcements, and a few news stories. If there's anything I have missed, let me know in the comments. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Alright gamers, as always, we'll start off this week with the new game releases. Now the big game release this week was definitely Madden 2023. It had its annual release this week on everything other than the Switch. Now this does guarantee the Las Vegas Raiders will win another Super Bowl. The Raiders have hoisted the Vince Lombardi Trophy for over 25 straight years in the Shows World household. Alright gamers, next up, Roller Dome was released on the PS4, the PS5, and PC. This rollerblading bullet time shooter looks pretty fun. The graphic style is interesting, and I'm looking forward to giving this game a try when I get some extra time. Next up, Kirby's Dream Buffet was also released on the Nintendo Switch as a budget title for $14.99. The game is a lot of fun, but there have been a few hiccups online, but nothing that ruins the game. I still kind of feel like this should have been a free game for the Nintendo Switch Online service, but at $15, it's still worth it. Next up, Way of the Hunter is a realistic hunting game that released this week for PC, Xbox Series S and X, and PlayStation 5. It came to us from THQ Nordic and looks beautiful. If you're a fan of the realistic hunting style of game, definitely check this game out. Also being released today on the Nintendo Switch Online service is one of the Nintendo 64's best forgotten gems. Wave Race 64 is now playable on the Switch, and it is a must-play. They cleaned up the visuals, and it looks really good. One small complaint I had heard that there was going to be online. The game actually came out early on Thursday, and I've been playing it, and unfortunately, there is no online. Hopefully it gets added, but either way, this game is still a ton of fun, and you should all definitely check it out. Alright gamers, next up we'll take a look at a few game announcements from this past week that caught my eye. First off, we're actually going to start the game announcements off a little early, as the THQ Nordic Showcase dropped after last Friday's Week in Review posted, and there are some good announcements there. The ones that really caught my eye were the remake of Destroy All Humans 2, Recreation, which looks like a super fun stunt racing game, and an action third-person shooter game called Outcast 2: A New Beginning. I never played the original game, but this looks pretty good, so I may try to get my hands on the first game and give it a shot. But the two big games that were announced were Alone in the Dark. One of the original Survivor horror franchises is coming back and looks really good so far. And also, we got a brand new SpongeBob SquarePants game that looks to be a successor to the very popular Battle for Bikini Bottom remake. Oh, and after the ending, we got this little teaser that a South Park game is coming also.
Hot, 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 hot! Ah! Oh, it's coming!
Alright gamers, we also got two new character reveals for Multiverses, neither of which were in my top 10 most wanted characters for Multiverses video, which you should definitely check out. I will link it at the end of this video. But we did get two new characters announced. The first being Black Adam, the DC Comics character from the upcoming theatrical movie starring The Rock. And second, which I think is a really awesome and unexpected character, was Spike from Gremlins 1. The main baddie from the first Gremlins movie is on his way, and I think this is a great addition to the game. Next up, Luna Abyss was announced with a phenomenal looking, mostly CG trailer. We did get a bit of the fast first-person combat at the end. It's being listed as a narrative-driven, first-person action-adventure game. I've also seen the Bullet Hell moniker thrown at this game also. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one as we get more info. It shows a release for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, but no release window just yet. Next up, Reliquary. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but this game is a 3D action-adventure game. The game looks really promising with really good-looking visuals, fast combat, and interesting-looking fleshed-out worlds, and is scheduled as a winter 2022 release on the Switch. Alright, the next game we're going to look at is a PC game, which I'm predominantly a console gamer, but this game looks awesome. The art style really caught my eye. The game is called Bloody Hell Hotel, and I'm definitely hoping that we get a console release at some point. The game looks like a lot of fun, and if you are a PC gamer, I would definitely suggest checking this game out. All right, let's finish up this weekend review with a few news stories. Now, the biggest news story this week is definitely what may be the biggest crossover to come to Fortnite so far. The fans have been calling for it, and it has finally come to fruition as Dragon Ball has finally come to Fortnite. My kids play a ton of Fortnite, but I've never really gotten into the game, but I am a huge Dragon Ball fan, so I think it might be the perfect time to give it another shot. Next up in the news, Team Asobi has announced their newest game will be the biggest game they have made to date. The maker of one of the only true next-gen and probably the best next-gen PS5 experiences to date is Astro's Playroom. If you have a PS5, this was a free game that came with every PS5, and you should definitely play it. While most everything released for the PS5 and the Xbox Series systems are also playable on the last-gen systems, this is a true next-gen experience. It really shows off the new hardware, the game is really good, and I can't wait to get information on Team Asobi's next project. Next up, I want to talk about D23, which for those of you who are not familiar, is Disney's expo where they talk about and announce Disney-related stuff. From updates to the theme parks, movies, and show announcements from Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, and Disney Studios for both Disney Plus and theatrical announcements to merchandise and artwork. Also, they have given info on upcoming video games, but an announcement was made this week for an actual gaming showcase at the event, taking place on September 9th. So stay tuned for more info as it appears. We may be getting some big gaming announcements coming out of the expo this year. All right, our next bit of news is one of those things that I think it surprised everybody. The multi-time delayed and basically gave up on and forgotten Dead Island 2 has gone up for pre-order on Amazon. The game was originally announced back in 2014 and has been delayed countless times since. The game is a first-person survival horror game and is the sequel to the extremely popular 2011 Dead Island game. I do think this game is going to finally be released, but when it comes to the quality, my expectations just aren't very high for this one at this point. All right, our last bit of news is, well, a bit of a roller coaster. Now, I am a fan of Arcade 1-Up. I have a few Arcade 1-Up products. We have discussed my excitement for the upcoming Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade unit. So, of course, the announcement of a new NFL Blitz cabinet coming this October got me pretty excited. The cabinet has NFL Blitz, NFL Blitz 99, and NFL Blitz 2000 Gold Edition. The price is $699. And the cabinet itself looks awesome. Now, for the flip side of that excitement, I will read the statement included on the website. To support the NFL's current player health and safety initiatives, a specific set of tackles and after the whistle hits were removed or edited in the remastered versions of NFL Blitz, NFL Blitz 99, and NFL Blitz 2000 Gold Edition. While maintaining the level of excitement in their original games, our remastered versions have over 84% of the different hits from the original Blitz, so do not worry, all of the fun chaos is still there. I still think the games are going to be a lot of fun, but this does cause reason for pause. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on August 19th. We started the week a little early as THQ Nordic Showcase gave us a bunch of new game announcements on Friday. Then the biggest crossover event so far came to Fortnite with Dragon Ball content, and now it's Friday, and it's time to hit the waves in Wave Race 64 on the Nintendo Switch. Let me know anything I missed in the comments, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and join in on the fun. Thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shoge World out.